This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 286.
Shattering the yo-yo.
Nature is huge. Previously on Running a Fever.
Got some oatmeal for home because I took all my oatmeal to work. Oatmeal, you can get the instant oatmeal with different flavors, right? And since I haven't had the oatmeal at home, I've been eating cream of wheat, which is a brown sugar cinnamon cream of wheat, and it's 130 calories per serving, which isn't bad. And you can get a number of different flavors for anywhere between 130 to 200 calories per serving. If we're going to eat oatmeal a lot, then we're going to need a little variety. Variety's good, great taste. That's part of my whole plan. Find foods that taste good, eat reasonable portions of them. You can find good foods that are good. I mean, tasty foods that are good for you. Got some more yogurt. My favorite, I think, flavor is cherry vanilla. I also got some blackberry cream today. But they're all pretty good, and I'm getting the store brand light, which is 80 calories. Really good for snacks in the morning, or anytime you need a meal substitute, you have one of these handy. Also had to get some more Smart Balance, which is the butter substitute that I've been using. Smart Balance in there, which, by the way, is a third the calories of butter, and it's also supposed to be good for you, a better balance with, according to the name, but they have omega-3, which is, they are good fats you need to have. There's no partially hydrogenated soybean oil or anything crazy like that in there. And also not the usual non-fish animal fat that you get from butter. So I got some of that, and I have it at home and at work now, and I can have that instead of butter, because actually since I took that to work, I've been having real butter with just a little bit. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to flavor the entire bowl of oatmeal, which is where I use it. So not that big a deal, but butter is 100 calories per tablespoon. Smart Balance is 33. So that's good. I'm trying to get my strength, getting plenty of protein, plenty of water. Those are two keys that I know of so far. Water to rebuild in the anabolic process. Protein is fuel for the muscles. Didn't hydrate immediately before workout, hydration department, because I've been drinking a lot of water at work. I think I drink about 200 ounces of water at work now every time I get up and do my walking. I also get a 25-ounce container of water. So on that appointment date, I will go see about my shoulder and arm. First of all, it's just better to be outside. More pleasurable. I can smell the pine trees that are on either side of me right now. The Western Trail, call this the Western Trail. Yeah, this is the Western one. It's the one that has all the hills that starts from the same point as my old usual one. And we wanted to get some more strength training in by putting some inclines in the workout. Over the last week, I've ramped up my office walking program. Over the weekend, I got a report on my watch that was a weekly report, and it said that my average steps per day was over 9,000. Average calories per day burned gave me a surplus of quite a bit, although of course we know that's not accurate. But I know I got over 7,000 at work today. I've been, like I said, ramping it up a little bit. I don't want to do that. I think after Thursday morning we will start reducing that a bit. And one reason is the same reason that I'm trying to take it easy now, not running now. just to avoid getting injured. Another reason is I'm wearing my, street clothes, not my trail clothes. So I've got boots on instead of my running shoes. And I said something like, I'm confused and I've always been confused. And she said, is that really what you want to say? Because the more you say it, the more you believe it. So enough with the negative stuff. Everything I'm human, and that's not a negative thing. I'm human, and I can get to a healthy weight. I can get the exercise I need. I can be fit mentally and physically and spiritually. And I'm doing all those things right now. But if I said I can't instead of I can, then I wouldn't be able to do that. I can't even really start.
I've eaten a lot of oatmeal in my dieting in the last few years, and I've learned a lot about the different types. Many instant oatmeal products contain sugar, and steel-cut oats have more calories than plain instant, but because they have a lower glycemic index, they are better use of those calories. And I can still get variety by adding my own flavors like cinnamon, or adding a little fruit just for flavor. Hydration is an issue for me now. I'm not getting enough water, and I need to drink more. I think foods make me retain more water, and a lack of proper hydration does the same thing. I think my wild weight fluctuations may be caused, to some degree at least, by improper and irregular hydration. It is more pleasurable to be outside. I'm finding out in a lot of these old episodes. Now, I'm not able to walk like I did back then, but I can still get outside, even if it's just driving around a little bit, or parking at a park with the windows down, or doing a little yard work, or even just sitting out on my patio and taking in the sky, the birds that come around, the constant breeze we seem to have here. I think I need to find ways to get outside and enjoy nature. I still have trouble with the negative dialogue at times. I need to be reminded to be positive in how I speak. There's a lot of good things out of this episode. Update. It's October 16th. Well, I'm still a bit off track and succumbing to temptations, but I'm trying. I did exercise this morning, and in a couple of days I have an appointment with my podiatrist, and hopefully I'll get my foot fixed and get back to walking in this beautiful fall weather. So I'm up 2 pounds total in the middle of the 7th week. Not really going anywhere, which is better than going the wrong direction, but not what I'm shooting for. I just need to get this thing started, and I think I'll be able to keep it up. Have you ever struggled with your diet? If so, let me know, and perhaps I can learn from your experience. Send your comments to mail@runningafever.com, and I will review them and possibly use them in a future episode. Until then, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't, catch the fever, and I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.